Hello and welcome to Positive Mental Attitude. My name's Nick. Just going to give you another little update of where I'm up to. This week I've struggled to get out again to go for my walks because it's been snowy and ice on the ground, very cold, and I really don't want to be falling over. At least if you're normal, falling over drunk, you can put both hands out in front of yourself and stop yourself from hurting yourself. And I said yourself far too many times there, but when you've only got one arm, my left won't go out, so I won't be able to break me fall. So I'll end up breaking something else instead. I certainly don't want that. So with a bit of luck, the weather might turn soon. Get a bit more warmer weather, dry at least. Then I'll be able to get out and start trying to push myself a bit more with the walking. Because I definitely need to get my steps up and going. One of the physios said I should be doing about 1,000 steps a day, which seems astronomical at the moment, but hopefully I'll get there. I've also been talking to my boss about going back to work, or at least starting work, because I won't be going into the office. The office is closed until May, I think, because of problems with the building. But I may have to start, so we're having them conversations about getting the wheels in motion. The first of which was yesterday, and I had to speak to the occupational health, I don't know what you call it, advisor, assessor. So I did a phone call with her, how things are going, what my sort of mobility is like, what my movement's like, what my speech is like. She could understand everything I was saying, so she was happy with that. I did explain to her as well that if I get tired and I'm feeling fatigued, I do sound a bit more strokey, which I do. I slur a bit more, and it sounds a little bit drunk, I think it sounds, which obviously I'm not drinking, so it's not that. She did say that someone would have to come out and do an assessment in the house, because I will be working from home, so they'll have to make sure that I've got everything I need, because I will have enhanced needs compared to your average person who's normally working, or even me prior to the stroke. You're allowed to get on with it. There's your laptop, you can buy a desk, you can buy a chair. Are you happy? Yeah, Sam, we'll leave it at that. Now, because of what I've had, someone's got to come out and make sure that the room I'm in, the environment I'm in, is suitable. I've got everything I need to be able to work and not be disadvantaged as well, so it's not just checking up on me. They know that I need a little bit of extra help, so fair play to them. No idea when that'll be. The sooner the better, because the sooner they can get that done, the sooner I can then decide exactly what day I'll be going back. I can't afford to go on to half pay, especially not at the moment, the way things are. The only thing that is cheaper, I think I mentioned in another video, is the only thing that is cheaper is petrol. That's the one thing I'm just not using at the moment. I'm in the house, I'm still using the heating, the electricity, the gas, food, everything is still getting used, just apart from the car. That's the one thing that's cheaper. Speaking of the car, still waiting to hear back from the DVLA. Again with them, I think it's the second week in February they've got to get back in contact with me to let me know whether or not my licence is suspended or what the score is from there. As soon as they let me know what needs to be done, I can then decide at what point I feel comfortable. Because if it is just driving an automatic, I don't think I'm too far off now, as long as they give me the amended stuff that I need in a car, which I think the Stroke Association can help me with and advise me with, which would be, I don't know if there's a proper name for it, but the little knob that you get on the steering wheel so you can use it one-handed. It'd be a rotary for the indicators left and right, because I wouldn't be able to use my left hand that well. But I think if I carry on continuing the way I am and improving the way I am, then maybe a few months down the line there might be enough movement in my arm, my hand, to be able to just drive a normal automatic without having to get everything else amended in there. So we shall see. The physios, I'm still waiting to hear back. I think, trying to think when the original letter I got sent was. That I think it should be sometime next month before funded physio starts up again. The sooner the better, because I do try and push myself, but it's just not the same, and I think I'm missing out. In fact, I know I'm missing out. If I got proper professional help, I'd be in a much better place than I am now. Even just pushing me that little bit harder than I do push myself, and giving me the correct things to do. I've got all my exercises to do, but they can tell just by working with you. If something's going well, continue it. If something isn't quite going well, they'll then be able to say, do this instead. And that will improve the stuff that's not working well for me at the moment. That's why I want to get out and walk, because I'm having to think about the mechanics of walking a lot more. The heel and toe strike. It is getting better, but it's not as fluid as it should be. When you walk, it should be really fluid. Sort of hitting the heel, rock, and then lift with your toes. At times, especially again when I'm tired, or my legs are a bit sore, it stamps down a bit, and it makes it sound like an elephant bouncing around the house. And also that it looks like I can't properly walk, which obviously I can't. But when I'm doing well and I'm sort of in the flow, it does look a lot better. So it makes me think that I'm not that far away, but I need to work on the mechanics of it. Make sure that those mechanics are absolutely logged in my brain, exactly how to do it, the feel, the weight transference, the sort of the rotation over the hip, all that kind of stuff. It's all really technical jargon that they talk about, but it's just getting used to it and having it so it's second nature. And if it isn't working, like it isn't at the moment, make a concerted effort. I'm stamping a bit, right, I'm going to start trying to mentally make sure that my foot goes down, it's heel, toe. So I'd like the physio to start up as soon as possible, so I can at least push on with a bit more of that and see if I can get it better, because I really do need to. I have phoned up the council as well to come and pick up some of the materials, the equipment that I don't need anymore, which for me is a huge step. Anything that gets sent back means I'm improving. So the commode glider, which I used to use to sit at the sink when I got a wash in the morning with the helpers, I don't need that. Also the same with the perching stool, which is another thing I used to sit on when I was getting me help. Well, I don't need that now because I'm not getting a wash at a sink and going upstairs and having a shower every day. So they can go. The NHS walking stick can go, I've got my pimp stick, so I'm alright with that. I think the wheelchair can go back as well, because I've used it a few times, but I don't really need to use it. I'm not going anywhere where I need to be out for hours. I'm not going on any long journeys. I used it when I first went into the hospital, the very first time back, and I really needed it because I wouldn't have been able to walk that day. But I've been back and had my MRI scan, and I walked in with my walking stick and I was sound. That's not an issue. But I think that goes to a different place anyway. I don't think that's Sefton Council. I think that's to a specific place just down the road from here. So I'll look for the phone number and address and whatever on there, and see if I speak to them at some point. Get them to take that away. So apart from that, Peter Reid is back on the wall up there next to the Enschede map, and behind me I've got the wonderful riverfront skyline in Liverpool, which I do miss, despite the fact that I never really see it because I'll be in Liverpool all the time. The only time you get to see it is if you're on the ferry or you're over in Birkenhead, which I never do. But I do see most of those buildings from the building that I work in, and from wandering around on lunchtimes and things like that. But you know, we need a little bit of wall art. I've ordered a bit more wall art as well. Hopefully I'll be getting my chair delivered next week. My desk will be down, so I'll be able to set up a little bit better for work, but also for doing stuff like this, because it's not ideal. But yeah, just thought to say hello and let you know what things are happening and where I'm up to. So basically, what's happening is, I'm still not right. I still can't drive. I still can't play guitar. Although people will tell you I couldn't anyway. It's bleeding freezing and I've had enough of it. So apart from that, happy days. Well, I'll leave it at that. Thanks very much for watching the video. Hope to see you next time round. Please consider subscribing, hitting the like button and hitting the comments. It will help the channel grow a little bit and I can get my word out there to more people. And remember, you only get one life. Don't throw it away.